jump into today's lesson.
Alright, so let's break this code down step by step so you can fully understand what each part is doing. So when we look at the first line, it says import React from React. Yes, so this line imports the React library, which is required to write React components. Without this, your code is not going to function. And see, React is needed because it provides tools like JSX, which is the syntax that looks like HTML inside the JavaScript file, and then hooks like useState allows us to manage component state. Okay, so remember I said the state helps what components to manage data internally, and then the hook, that's what it allows you to use features like state and other React functionalities inside your component. Do you get it? Yes. From there we see the function with the function name item list. So an item list is the name of the function, which is a regular JavaScript function that returns JSX. And then over here we've initialized the useState. So you see an array, and the array contains item 1 and item 2. Yes, so the useState is a React hook that allows you to add state to your component. And then the items, current state, is an array of items starting with item 1 and item 2. You can increase the number of items in the array as many as you want, and then set items functions to update the state. Let's see, the return statement defines the UI. Okay, it defines how the UI will look like when the component is being rendered on the screen. And in this case, we return a div that contains a list of items and a button. Okay, so that's where you find your component. The whole thing actually contains a component. Okay, yes. And then how do we render the list of items? We use the HTML element, which is unordered list. And inside the unordered list, we are using items.map. The .map is a method, okay, which is used to loop through the items array and create a list items. That's why we have the li, okay, for each item in the array. So why do we see the key index over there? It's important for React to efficiently update or remove list items, and it gives each list items a unique identifier. That is, the value of each item is displayed in each list item. As you can see, we have the button. The button is labeled add item, and the onClick is an event handler that listens for the users to click the button. So whenever the button is clicked, it responds with an add item, and the set items is being prepared for the array to be updated. That is when a new item is added to item 1 and item 2. And when you look at it, button element carefully, you see a 3 dot in a square bracket. Yes, it's called a spread operator. Okay, this copies all the existing items in the items array. And then lastly, export default item list is supposed to help you break. By using export default, you can import item list in another file and render it inside another component or as part of your app. Alright, I'm sure by now we